Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday, September the 28th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading, the weekly wrap up. But before we talk trading, let me just fill you in. As you guys, as you traders, some of you traders may remember, I was running for my union president. Well, I lost. But the whole thing was a sham. Less than 6% of membership voted. And I got beat 54% to 40%. So basically, I got 2 out of 5 votes, which for a relative unknown, I think may have sent them a message. But with with less than 6% of the voters voting, it's ridiculous. It shows failed leadership. And it won't be the last that they hear from me. So anyway, back to trading. Weekly wrap up. And actually, I should have put monthly wrap up too, because it's the end of the month, last trading day of the month. So I hope you had an excellent month of money and risk management. Little to no slip ups. I hope you guys are still surviving the month and you'll be around next month. And looking at the monthly, you can see there's a pullback here of 125 pips off the monthly high. We're still above the previous month's high. So you can see. So we're going to look to take a breakout of the monthly wick zone next month, either to the upside or to the downside. On the weekly, you can see here we turned red for the week out of that wick zone. And right now, 38 pips below that wick zone. And we've had one pair didn't fill the gap. There's still a few hours in the day, but I wouldn't bet that it fills. On the daily, you see here we had a breakout of the lower wick zone here from the previous daily session, both to the north and to the south. Nice 112 pips range versus 35 down here. I don't even think I need to make that comparison next month. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs over 100 pips. And you can see here the pound yen is lagging behind the pound Canadian and the pound New Zealand. But once again, a lot of movement on these pound pairs. And looking at the buy zone here, once again, we had a short trigger, looks like a loss. Long trigger, definitely a winner. We had a short trigger, should have been a winner. Another short trigger for a win. The rat zone, a nice green rat trade here. See, at this point in time, even though it's coming out of the red rat zone, there wasn't enough pip difference really in this area for a red rat trade. You can always trade off the high, but it really isn't a rat zone trade. Technically, it's not a rat zone trade. Even though it's in the rat zone doesn't take effect until you get the separation. But you can always trade off the current daily high and low. And as we wait for a tick to come in, so we get a refresh, there we go. You can see here we took out the pivot. And remember, I've been talking about the weekly pivot all week. You see what happened? See what happened yesterday? So once again, pivot trading is profitable. And you can see here, we took out the pivots once again. Price action trading. In fact, somebody sent in a donation and thank you because I guess they really like the price action screen. One thing, remember, some of these indicators are not 2018 donationals. In this particular chart here, you see we've got a the candle color, that was 2017. And the rest of them are basically in the mother lode. So when you see this, and just for example, the right here, the rat zone, you see these, the only donational is the candle color, but everything else is pretty much in the mother lode downloads, even though I don't think I put a mother lode out there lately. I just put a few of the indicators people asked me to fix or modify. So, but you can see here, one ball at the bottom, green at the line. Let me make this a little bit bigger, or maybe smaller. Maybe smaller does work better because of the skull. One ball, red at the line. Three ball at the bottom, green at the line. One ball at the top, red at the line. It's just so simple, right? Even a caveman can do it. Remember those old commercials? And here we go. Here, indicator list. You can see it's the 2017 dashboard that does get sent out with the 2018s, because I realized early in the year I was not going to be able to do all the things I wanted to do to make a new dashboard. Maybe next year, we'll see, but it's going to take a real, almost a rewrite and overhaul some of the ideas I wanted to implement. But here, once again, just using the 5 lines from the previous daily session, and we're just taking the H1 candle color, and we are trading with price in the direction at the line. And it's usually profitable. Wick zones, once again, we're using some of the same horizontal lines, but out of the zone, in the zone, out of the zone, in the zone, out of the zone. Sometimes it's just a little, sometimes it's a lot, right? Holo setup. And this one here, that's a 2016 indicator. And you can see right here, we've got highest open, gave you another opportunity to enter, all the way down to the lowest open, another opportunity to enter, and just trading out of these zones, once again, can be profitable. Inventory reduction. Bars, you can see we had a short trigger here, just a couple of pips, short trigger again, a few more pips, that's about 14 there. And then you see right here, live, Randy real time, we've got a trigger to the north side. Same thing here, daily, weekly, monthly, open, high, and low lines. Candle color at the line. Price moving down, you go short. Price moving up, you go long, using the H1 chart. It's just a rule of thumb. If you want to use M15, if you want to use H4, it's up to you. You can use daily. And somebody like this tick chart. The indicator here is just tick chart indicator, real simple. And just the template name and the magnified market price. Everything else is just from that one indicator. Because you see, we got the chart, we got the time and sales, all in one. And just so you know, you see this line up here. See, this is a lower indicator. Lower indicator meaning you see indicator window 1. So we just kind of push that all the way up, because we don't want, we're not using the chart, we're using the lower space. And here we go, Einstein line. And once again, see, we've got the spread dots indicator. That's the only 2018 here. And it just goes to show you don't need a whole bunch of different indicators. You just need a couple. And you can see here, we're coming out to the high side. There was a nice short here. Maybe you didn't really take any heat, never got above that line. But there was a nice 10, 12 pip to the downside here. Nice little trade. Now we're taking it to the north. You can see here we're already up 2-3 pips. Not bad, not bad at all, right? So that pretty much wraps it up for the month. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Um, keep firing away with the questions. And let's see, we're going into the last quarter, so I hopefully will have time to knock out at least one more patch for the year. A few things I want to update, a couple more new things I want to give, and we'll just see how this year plays out. So thanks for your support, and just remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So I hope everybody had a really great month of draining the banks, and we'll see you next month.